Brawadis. Alright, let's watch his dumbass apology, bro. Because yesterday we didn't get to watch the whole apology. So now I do. Now I do want to watch it. Alright, this is Brawadis' apology.
Hey guys, I wanted to make this video just to be honest and open.
Already too slow for me. Let's amp up the fucking speed. Let's not say it.
With my supporters and just tell you guys everything that's been going on in my life. I wanted to hop on YouTube and film this video to just be very honest and speak from the heart to all my supporters and to anybody who rocks with me just about everything that's been going on in my life. First and foremost, before I get into anything else, I want to start off by saying that recently I've made some decisions that I'm not proud of. I have done a few things and said a few things that I personally am not proud of myself for. I'm upset with myself. I'm mad at myself. It's just not me. It's not me.
This is not the first or second time he does anything like this. This is probably his third or fourth. But yeah, go on. Go on. Or go off on yourself.
And to get into specifics, I mean, obviously the whole situation that happened at Starbucks, some decisions I've been making in my life recently are just decisions that I'm not proud of and I'm upset with myself for. I hate myself for how I reacted in the Starbucks situation. I'm not proud of myself for that moment. I'm very ashamed of myself and I hate myself for doing that. I reacted in an ugly way and that's just not me. I'm not proud of that moment. I'm ashamed of myself for acting the way I did. I was raised a lot better than that by two amazing parents. And before I continue with anything else from this video, I just want to sit here before anything else and look at everyone in the face and say that I'm truly sorry for my actions recently. I'm apologizing for anything I've done that's been out of line, for anything that I've said that has been disrespectful, because I know recently there have been a couple different instances where I've said some things that I shouldn't have. And I've done some things that I regret and I've gotten disrespectful in certain situations. And I just want to come here and say sorry. I'm very sorry. That's not the person that I am. I'm not proud of myself for doing those things.
How do you say sorry? That's not the person who I am. But you literally just said you've done shit in the past. So it's a cycle, dog. It's a cycle. You do one thing, then you apologize. You make people feel sorry for you. And then you do it again. And then apologize again. But yeah, man, I don't think his fans are fucking with him anymore, dude. His views are going down.
I'm sitting here and apologizing for all my actions that have made anybody upset or that have made anybody feel any type of way. I'm sorry. I apologize. It is my fault. I'm 30 years old, so I'm grown enough to where I can take accountability when I'm wrong and I can acknowledge my wrongs. And that's exactly what I'm doing today. I'm sitting here full of shame, not pinning the blame of my actions on anybody else, not justifying my disrespectful actions, not sitting here and saying, oh, well, the only reason I acted that way was because of this person and that person and because this thing. No. It is nobody's fault but mine. I'm not here to make excuses for my actions. I'm not here to justify anything disrespectful that I've done. Instead, I'm sitting here to take full accountability, say sorry, and apologize for anything that I've done that has been out of line or disrespectful in any sort of way. That is not me. That's not the way I was raised, and I'm not proud of myself for that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for anything wrong that I've done, these last couple of weeks. I'm grown enough at this point in my life to where I can acknowledge my wrongs and take accountability for any of the wrong things that I've done. I'm grown enough to where I can sit here and look at the entire world in the face and admit that I was the one in the wrong in this Starbucks situation, and I gotta be.
But how come you didn't feel that when you were in fucking Starbucks? Or at the mall, like we saw yesterday? Or at fucking Applebee's? How come you didn't feel it right there, bro?
Better. It was my fault, and I'm here to take full accountability for being the one in the wrong. And also, it's not who I am as a person.
The fact that it was pre-recorded and he still decided to put that shit in there is crazy.
And it is not a proud moment for me, and that's what I'm here doing today. I feel like it's very immature and very childish when you do something wrong and you try to blame other people. You try to point fingers and be like, oh, well, the only reason I did that was because this person made me mad. Like, it's just very immature to try to justify your wrongdoings and to try to justify your wrong actions. So that's not what I'm here for today. I'm not trying to make excuses for why I've acted the way I've acted.
You're literally making excuses because you're gonna play the mental health card. You're going to pull out the mental health card, dude, saying that you're not right. You have a lot of mental issues. And that's why you have to be mad at people.
Recently, but instead I'm sitting here looking all you guys straight in the face to just apologize and say sorry for my actions. And it's just not me. I'm ashamed of myself for acting the way I've been acting. I'm not happy with myself. And not only am I apologizing to you guys watching this video, not only am I saying sorry to all my supporters, but I've also decided that after I do film this video, I want to drive back over to that Starbucks and apologize to that employee face to face. Yeah, he may come across this video and hear my sorry, but I feel like it would be more genuine if I gave him an apology face to face. I feel like that comes more from the heart. I just feel like an apology is more genuine face to face than it is through a computer screen or through a camera. I'm gonna go apologize to that worker for giving him a hard time when he was just trying to do his job. What I will say, because I promised at the beginning,
he had his channel longer and said it first, but got nowhere.
Of this video that I was going to be 100% honest and open with everybody watching this video. I promise I would speak from my heart to all my supporters. And so what I will say is recently in my life, I've been going through a lot. As an influencer, as a YouTuber, there's a lot of things from my life that are on camera. There's a lot of things that I record. There's a lot of things that I post on the internet, but that doesn't mean that I post everything about my life. Like, don't get me wrong, my supporters know a large chunk of what happens in my life. That's true, but that doesn't mean that they know everything.
Now, I don't know if he's going to go to Starbucks and film again, but if he does, that'd be, hey, bro, you're missing the whole point, dog. You're missing the whole point.
Don't put everything of my life on the internet. There's not a camera rolling and recording me 24/7. So I will be honest with you guys and let you know that recently I've been dealing with some things and just going through a couple different things that I'm in a very dark spot mentally. I'm not happy with myself. I'm in a really tough, dark spot up here in my own head. There's just been a couple different things that have occurred in my life recently that have put me in a really down, depressing state and a very dark place mentally. It's made me very sad. I'll just be honest with you guys, like I promised in the beginning of this video, I've been struggling a lot mentally. It's been hard for me to deal with all the occurrences that have been happening in my life. A lot of things that have happened to me in my life just have really fucked me up mentally, and it's really given me a lot of mental health struggles that have been hard for me to overcome. There have been a couple of things recently that have happened in my life that they've beat me up. I'm not talking about someone physically coming to my face and punching me and beating me up, but I'm talking about some hits that I've taken up here mentally that have just put me in a very depressing state and a very tough spot that it's just been hard to recover from. I've just been so down and depressed and hurt.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you have to be a fucking asshole to fucking employees at Starbucks, dude, or anyone at all.
Internally, and I've been so hurt and sad mentally. And like I said, I don't put everything that I'm going through on camera. So, just because in my videos I don't talk about certain things that have happened to me that have really made me upset or really taken a toll on me mentally, that doesn't mean that they're not happening in my life. I'm human too, and so I have a life off camera as well. And just like a lot of you guys watching this video who have dealt with something in your life that has made you very sad or depressed or upset, and it's really beat you up mentally, and it's really made you feel very shitty as a person, that's what I'm going through right now. I'm no different than any of you guys. Just because I have a camera,
Why is it always mental health? Because people fucking sympathize with that, I guess. Like, oh my gosh, he's going through some shit. Let's not go hard on him. But yeah, I do feel like people should stop using that. Just say you're like that, bro. Because the other 3-4 times, was it mental health too or no? Because this is not your first rodeo, dude. This is like your fourth.
Some followers on the internet does not make me any different than all of you guys watching this video. We're all human. We all share the same struggles. And I'm coming to you guys as a grown man who's trying to be honest and open and transparent in this video and letting you guys know that just like a lot of you guys struggle, mentally, I'm currently dealing with some stuff that have not allowed me to be as happy as I usually am. And I'm just not myself recently. I feel like that is being shown in my actions. I feel like, instead of trying to seek a solution for what's been bothering me and what's been stressing me out, instead of going to therapy, instead of trying to seek help for what's really been bothering me up here mentally, instead I've just tried to brush it off to the side and just tell myself, Brandon, you're a grown man, you're not a baby, you could handle this. And I've just been trying to go on about my life and trying to still film content and try to still do my job. But honestly, what I've been dealing with internally and what's been stressing me out and some of the life occurrences that have been happening that have really been taking a toll on me mentally, it's really caught up to me and it's beat my ass. It's showing in some of the ways that I lash out on people, and that's just not me. It's not me. I feel like because I'm so stressed and because I'm dealing with something so dark mentally, a couple different things actually, it's causing me to react in ways that I don't usually react. It's causing me to get upset a lot quicker than I would get upset because I'm usually a very happy, smiling, I'm always smiling. I'm usually a funny person. I'm always laughing. I'm always making jokes. But recently, I think what happened in that Starbucks situation was I've just had so many
He had a fucking... Y'all saw the cut? This is nighttime already and shit. It looks like nighttime, bro.
On people, and that's just not me. It's not me. I feel like because I'm so stressed and because I'm dealing with something so dark mentally, a couple different things actually, it's causing me to react in ways that I don't usually react. It's causing me to get upset a lot quicker than I would get upset because I'm usually a very happy, smiling, I'm always smiling. I'm usually a funny person. I'm always laughing. I'm always making jokes. But recently, I think what happened in that Starbucks situation was I've just had so many negative things that have happened in my life recently that have really fucked up my mental and made me very depressed and made me very upset. And me being lost mentally and me just being very sad and very depressed, instead of turning to my family and my friends and venting and letting all my emotions out and talking about my sad feelings, or instead of maybe going to therapy and talking to a therapist about how I feel really down and depressed and sad, I just bottled all those emotions in. I held everything in my body, in my chest, in my mind. I held all those sad, upset feelings in. I just bottled all those emotions deep inside of me for so long, and all this sadness and anger and depression and bad things that have been going on in my life and everything that's just been tearing my mental down, it's just been building up and bottling up inside of me. I haven't gone to anybody to vent or let it all out, and I think because of that, I just eventually erupt.
Go play basketball, dude. For those that don't know, he loves basketball, so yeah. But nah, dude, obviously, I don't know, seek help. Therapy, bro. Therapy.
At the Starbucks, I eventually exploded in that whole Starbucks incident, which isn't right. It is not right.
He got back with Jasmine and went downhill. That's what I'm saying, bro. And he tried to play it off like they never were back together. Bro, they were caught in stores holding hands. People took pictures. I just don't know why they do that, bro.
You should never take out your stress on other people, no matter how hard your life is, because everybody has their own troubles. Everybody has their own worries, and I need to understand that. Just because I'm stressed out and I'm dealing with a lot mentally doesn't mean that I lash out in certain situations, because everyone could be going through stuff mentally. Everyone could have their own problems, and they could be a lot worse than what I'm going through, and I got to keep that in mind. I'm truly not proud of myself for that moment.
It's funny because you never keep that in mind. Just as the lady at Applebee's, the fucking security guard at the mall, the guy from Starbucks.
I'm really upset with myself. I'm ashamed of myself. I hate myself for it. I feel like all of us as humans, sometimes when you're extremely stressed out and there are a lot of things bothering you up here mentally, when you're going through a lot in life and when you're struggling in life, you might lash out and get angry at some of the littlest things that you probably would not lash out.
He's repeating himself so fucking much. Yes, this could have been a 2-minute video, Joe.
And get angry at if you were in the right headspace or if we were doing good mentally, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's what happened to me during this whole Starbucks situation. It was just a buildup of all the emotions and the stress that I've been feeling and all the struggles that I've been having mentally and all the sad emotions and depressing feelings.
I think he's struggling mentally, if I'm not mistaken.
that I've been bottling into my body for the last couple of weeks, and it just all came out, which is not
And
right.
it's like bottling up. I don't know if you guys are getting that from this video, but I think that's what he's trying to say.
I'm not justifying it. It was very wrong. And, you know, that's no excuse for me acting the way I acted. It should not have happened. And I got to be better. I need to be better as a person. But if there's one thing you guys can learn from my situation is that if you have a lot of emotions bottled up, if you're going through a lot mentally up here, you got to talk to somebody, whether it's a therapist, a friend that you trust, your parents.
I remember yesterday we were reacting to clips and we thought people were fucking rewinding the clip. No, this is him. This is a video, chat. This is a video. He's just repeating himself.
Family members, whoever it is, don't let your emotions just stay inside of you, because eventually you're gonna explode. If there's one thing you could take away from this whole Starbucks incident, if you are going through, mental struggles, don't hold it in. Talk to somebody, vent, release your emotions, release your feelings out. You'll feel a lot better. You should go and talk to other people about your emotions. There's nothing wrong with that. You should go.
Bro, yeah, you get paid. It's over 10 minutes. Yeah, you get paid over fucking 8 minutes, bro. You made this fucking 30-minute video, dude. Yeah.
And open up to other people about your mental struggles. There's nothing wrong with that. Quick story, just on the side. The other day, me and my brother were driving together, and it was late at night. And a lot of people see me and Rug as these YouTubers where we prank each other, we do these challenge videos with each other, we film YouTube videos all the time, we're always laughing, we're always making jokes, we're always making other people laugh. But at the end of the day, we're actual brothers, we're blood brothers, and there's some deep moments that we have, heart-to-heart moments that we have off camera. And the other day, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna come to you guys from a vulnerable standpoint as a human and just tell you guys the truth. That the other day, me and my brother were driving, it was late at night, and I just broke down. I started opening up to my brother about everything that I'm dealing with, because I had held it in for so long, because as a man, especially as an older brother, like I never wanted to open up to my younger brother and tell him what I'm dealing with, and that I'm not doing okay mentally, and that I'm very sad and depressed. You never want to go to your younger brother and tell him that, because me as an older brother, I'm supposed to be like a superhero to my younger brother, and he's supposed to look up to me. Like I'm never supposed to be sad. I'm never supposed to not be okay to my younger brother. So for 30 years, I've always tried to be that older brother that no matter what I'm going through in my life, no matter how hurt I am, no matter how depressed I am, whenever I'm around my younger brother, FaZe Rug, I tried to never show it, because I always wanted him to look up to me, and I always wanted him to look at me and be like, oh, everything is okay. My older brother could do it, so I could do it.
I think you look up to Rug though, and which is fine, bro. Not to sound like a fucking dickhead, but Rug is more successful than you are, YouTube wise, right? I'm pretty sure y'all both got good money though.
My older brother is okay mentally, so I have to be okay mentally. I always try to be a good role model for my brother. But I'm not gonna lie, bro, the other day we were driving late at night, me and Rug, and I just couldn't handle it anymore, bro. I had so much emotions like bottled up inside my body. I had so much like sad feelings inside my head that I've been holding in for so long that it just came out.
And let me guess, this was after you acted like a fucking dickhead to the Starbucks employee, huh?
Started venting to my brother, and I started telling my brother the specifics of like everything I was going through, and how I wasn't really doing okay mentally, and that I had a lot of things that had been happening in my life recently that have really put me in a dark spot, and that have made me feel very sad and made me really like not happy mentally, and just put me through a struggle in life. And I didn't want to, because like I said, as an older brother, I want to always fake it in front of my younger brother and just act like I'm okay. But it just finally all came out when me and my brother were driving late at night, and I told my brother everything I was going through, and he told me, he's like, hey bro, like I appreciate you opening up to me, and anything you need, like I'm here for you. And I appreciate that. Brian, I love you, bro. Thank you for that, because as your older brother for 30 years of us living on this earth, I've always, no matter what I've went through, Brian, I'm speaking to you directly in this part of the video, bro. Our whole life, anything I've ever gone through,
I think he's speaking to his brother directly, chat.
In my life, no matter how much it's affected me mentally, no matter how sad it's made me, no matter what has happened in my life that has made me depressed, I've tried to never show it in front of you, because you're my younger brother. I've always tried to put on this act that I'm like a superhero. I'm your older brother, everything is okay. I'm always good. You never have to worry about me. And I put on that act for 30 years. No matter what I've went through, Brian, our whole life, I've always tried to put that bullshit to the side and put on a fake front. No matter how sad I've been, no matter how depressed I've been, anytime I've been around you, Brian, I've always tried to put on a fake smile and a happiness so that you don't know that I'm sad and you don't know that I'm upset. But that night, I just couldn't hold it anymore. My emotions were it's like I exploded. My feelings just came out, and everything that I was going through, everything I had been struggling with just finally came out. And I just want to say thank you to my brother Rug for not looking at me any differently and telling me that he will always be there for me no matter what. I appreciate that. That's a real brother. Bro. And Brian, I'm sorry that I couldn't be this perfect older brother that I always portrayed for 30 years. And you probably have always seen me as like the stronger older brother who's like always happy and laughing. But I'm coming to you and I'm letting you know, just like I did the other night, I am dealing with some stuff.
You guys are almost the same age. y'all a year apart. Chill, bro.
That have made me very sad and very upset, and that have made me not feel like myself. And I'm sorry that that's me, and I'm not the person who you always thought I was growing up. The always happy, always laughing, nothing could ever bother me person that you thought I was growing up. And this is a real me. I'm sorry for that, Brian, but I also appreciate you always telling me that you're here for me. And I love you, bro. I love you, Brian. Thank you for being there for me. I love you. I've been struggling mentally recently. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of things have hit me all at once.
I think he's struggling mentally, chat.
Say when it rains, it pours. The meaning behind that is that, when one bad thing happens.
Is that my fucking phone? It is my phone. Okay. I'm not gonna answer.
There's just a million bad things just keep coming and coming and coming. And sometimes it's hard for me to handle it all, bro. I know I'm a grown man, so I should be strong, but sometimes a lot of things hit you in life, and it's tough, bro. It's tough. Yeah, it's been tough. Up here mentally, I've been struggling. Right here in my heart, emotionally, it's been hard. It's been a struggle. It's been a battle for myself. And You know, I'm not ashamed to say that. Like recently, it hasn't just been one thing or two things that have happened. It's like one after another, after another, after another. And I'm like looking up at God and I'm like, yo, how much can one human take? You know, like why do all these bad things just keep happening to me? There's only so much I could take. But I'm also a believer in God will never give you a battle big enough that you can't fight. No matter how much you think God is testing you, no matter how bad you think your life is, God will never give you a battle that's tough enough that you cannot fight. And God gives his toughest battles to his toughest soldiers. So there's always a bright side in everything, you know? And I just feel like because
motivational speaker, that one. Let's go.
These different things that have been happening in my life that have made me very sad and very stressed. I feel like because I'm feeling that way recently, it has caused me to make some decisions that I wouldn't usually make when I'm not as stressed out. And so I just feel like some of these clips that you've been seeing recently, for example, getting in an argument with a Starbucks worker, it's just things that I would not usually do. It's things that me.
What do you mean you usually wouldn't do? We have 3 to 4 clips of you doing the same exact shit, bruh. Oh my God, dude. This is you. It's okay. You're a fucking dickhead, bro. It's okay, man. It's all right.
Brandon, aka Brawadis, that's not me. It's not how I was raised. It's not how Mama Rug or Papa Rug raised me. But because I've been so stressed internally and because I've just been dealing with so much mentally and I've just been going through so much in my real life off camera, and there have been certain life occurrences that have really hurt me and made me like very upset and very depressed recently. I feel like that's why I've had such a short fuse, and that's why I've been lashing out a little bit quicker than I would if I was happy. And it's not right. Just because you're dealing with your own issues and you have your own battles that you're fighting in your own life, it's not right to take it out on other innocent people. And that's where
Bro, you could end the fucking video 8-10 minutes ago, dude. You're saying the same shit.
Realized I was wrong. That's where I realized that I need to apologize and say sorry for my actions, because just because I'm dealing with, you know, everything I'm dealing with off camera, I should not have taken it out on an employee or anything like that. And, you know, I was wrong and it was my fault. I really hate myself for how I reacted in that Starbucks. I just wasn't in a good place mentally, but that doesn't give me any excuse. I wasn't in the right headspace. I haven't been in the right headspace, and I just reacted in a way that I never should have, and I never would do it again. And I never have done it before, and I'm not proud of myself. I hate myself for it. This is not a good moment, and I hope you guys can forgive me for that. It was just an ugly moment that I really hope that one moment doesn't define me as a person, because that is not me. I'm here saying sorry and apologizing for it. I'm going to go to the Starbucks and apologize to that guy face to face. And I'm sure we've all done some things in our life that we look back and we're not proud of. And that was definitely a moment for me that I can look back in that Starbucks and tell you guys that I'm not proud of myself in that moment. I'm not happy with myself, and that is not me. Quite frankly, I hate myself for doing that. Like, you guys all know, when you're not happy mentally, when you're not doing okay mentally, you're not yourself. It's hard to act like yourself. You know, if you're usually happy and smiling, and if you're usually the funny one in the friend group, and you're usually like full of energy and always happy, when you start to go through stuff mentally, you're not that same person, bro. You're not that same happy, laughing, smiling person that you always are. And I feel like that's the situation I'm in right now. You could try to fake that. You could try to fake that you're okay, and you could try to fake a smile, fake laugh, and fake act like you're okay, which is what I've tried to do in my content recently, and it has not worked. You guys can see right through it. You know, it's just better, honestly, for me, I think, and I talk to my brother as well, instead of just, you know, keep on posting videos and keep on making content where I know deep down I'm not okay mentally, I'm not doing okay up here, you know, I'm dealing with all these different things that have really made me upset. It's better, instead of like trying to brush that off to the side and still trying to film content and put up this fake smile and fake act that everything is okay. I don't think I could do that anymore. It's not healthy to try to brush off all your mental problems to the side and just try to
This is why you can't be fake on the internet, bro. Just be who you are, which obviously, according to you, that's not who you are, but we know that's who you are, dude. Don't fake the fun, bro. Así soy yo.
Take a happiness and do your job like nothing's wrong. You know, it's better to open up, it's better to vent, it's better to tackle the problem and try to find a solution rather than just put it off to the side and expect it to go away, because it doesn't work like that. So I think what I've decided to do, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a little break off the internet. I'm gonna take a step back. I'm not gonna post videos for a little bit. I'm just gonna get off the internet and take some time to find myself.
I give a week max.
Again, I'm gonna get off the internet, and, you know, instead of trying to just brush off all my problems and put them to the side and expect these problems to just go away by themselves, I'm instead going to try to tackle these problems and get help and try to find myself again, try to work.
No, you're not, bro. You're not gonna tackle these problems. This is gonna happen again. Trust me. Especially, like I said yesterday, especially now since you're live streaming. Yeah, he's doing IRLs. It's gonna happen again, bro. It's gonna happen again.
On myself, because clearly I'm not happy with myself. Clearly I've made some decisions recently, like the Starbucks. I've been making some decisions that I'm not proud of, and I'm not happy with myself. I'm ashamed of myself. And I think those incidents are a product of me, because of everything I've been dealing with. They're a product of me just not being okay mentally. So I think what I should do is take a step away from the internet, take a little break off the internet, and just work on myself. Maybe go to therapy to try to deal with everything I've been dealing with in my life. Just try to find a solution. Usually what I'm used to doing as a man, if I'm dealing with something and I'm going through something that's really hurting me mentally, I just push it off to the side. I don't talk to anybody about it. I don't open up to my friends or my family. I'm just gonna push it off to the side, and it'll eventually go away. I'll eventually feel better. I'll
just talk to Jasmine, bro. She'll help. Talk to Jasmine, bro. She'll probably give you a round of applause too, dude.
keep filming my content and I'll just put on a fake smile and a fake happiness and just keep going on about my life. I'm gonna try something different this time, bro. I'm not gonna do that no more. I'm gonna try something new this time. I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna try to, instead of pushing my problems off to the side and ignoring them and just hope they go away on their own, I'm gonna try to actually take a little break off the internet and go get help and try to tackle these problems head on and try to find solutions for these problems and work on myself. Because I'm not happy with some of the decisions I've been making recently. I'm not happy with the way I've been acting. I'm not happy with some of the disrespectful things that I've done. I'm not happy with some of the choices I've made. So I think it'd be best if I take a step back, don't post content for just a little bit and just work on myself. Try to be happy again.
For just 48 hours. I'll be back though. After 48 hours, game over for y'all. I'll be back.
Be myself again, because as you guys could tell recently, I have not been myself. I haven't been the Brandon aka Brawadis that everybody loves. I have not been the Brandon aka Brawadis that's full of smiles and full of good energy and happy and laughing all the time. I haven't been that person, and I know why. I know what I'm dealing with. Obviously I haven't said it on camera, but I know what I'm going through in my life. I know the internal battles that I've been battling every day. I know the mental health struggles that life has thrown at me, and I think the best thing to do, to get back to the happy, smiling, funny, laughing, good energy Brandon aka Brawadis, I think I should take a step off the internet and, like I said, instead of ignoring these problems and just hope they go away one day randomly, magically, I think I'm finally gonna try to tackle these problems head on and get the help that I need to understand why these issues are bothering me so much in my life and why certain things have happened in my life that have really made me upset. That could mean going to therapy, or it could just mean venting and opening up to some family and friends that I never have before. Because like I said, I'm always used to just bottling up my emotions and I'm a grown man.
Wait, am I the only one paying attention? Y'all not enjoying this? Bro, this is really good content, man. This is the best apology I've ever heard, bro.
And these emotions will just go away one day. I'll feel better one day. I'm not allowed to have feelings. I'm a grown man. I'm going to try something different. I'm going to try to actually speak to people about my problems and try to take their advice and maybe go to therapy and just try to get help. And I feel like that's one way I could work on myself to be a better human and be a better person, be a more happy person. I feel like that's one way I can love myself a little bit more. And I think me getting help for myself and bettering my mental and trying to love myself a little bit more, I think it would stop me from making these dumb decisions I've been making and getting disrespectful and doing these dumb things that I just should not be doing and I'm not proud of myself for doing. And once again, my mom and dad didn't raise me this way. They raised me way better. So I think I am going to take a step away, take a little break off the internet. I hope you guys don't hate me for that. Please. That's another thing. Damn, I didn't think of it. People are probably gonna hate.
No way you're saying that, bruh. Oh, that's another thing. Fuck, people are gonna hate me for taking a break. Fuck. Ain't no way you just said that, dog.
I am gonna take a step away, take a little break off the internet. I hope you guys don't hate me for that. Please. That's another thing. Damn, I didn't think of it. People are probably gonna hate me for not posting because I know there's a lot of people that obviously love my content. There's a lot of people.
Pobrecito, wey. Pobrecito. Fuck, I didn't think about that. Yeah, fuck.
People that rely on my content for happiness. They tell me they watch my content and they smile, they laugh, it makes them happy. So please don't hate me for taking a break. I promise it's not gonna be a long break. Please don't hate me for that. Please just understand that I need a little break. I've been doing YouTube for 10 years now and I hardly take any breaks. So I just feel like this will be beneficial for me and I need it. This is a message to my supporters and to the people that truly love me. I've been dealing with a lot mentally and my mental.
Oh, you already said that. You said that already like 50 times, bro. Bro, oh my God. You said that already.
Health has just been beating my ass. It's been beating me up and there's only so much I could take. I've tried to fake a happiness and I've tried to fake a smile and keep filming my videos because I don't want to let my supporters down. I've tried to keep making content despite all the dark struggles I've had up here. Everything I've been dealing with mentally. I've tried to still film content. I've tried to fake be myself and fake a smile just to make you guys laugh, but it finally caught up to me and I can't do it anymore. I need a little break. I hope you guys don't hate me for it. I feel like this will be good for me and I'll be back soon. It's not going to be a long break. I promise. I just feel like I need a break to work on myself, better myself as a person, come back more mature, more grown, tackling the root of
Danny, wait, restart the video. I missed most of it. Okay, I'll restart it right now. Hold on.
The problem for all the issues I've been dealing with because I feel like that's what's been making me upset and what's been making me hurt and mad and upset, and I just want to find the root of the problems and work on myself internally to better myself as a person, and I promise I'll come back stronger. So if you guys can just understand that I just need a little bit of time off, I promise it'll show in my content. I will come back as the OG Brawadis that everybody loves. I promise after this little break I will come back as the same Brandon that you guys used to love and support. It's just like I said, recently I've been dealing with a lot. I've been struggling with a lot up here and nobody knew about it until I opened up to my brother the other night. So it's been hard to make good content. I haven't been myself. I haven't been the same Brandon aka Brawadis that all you guys loved growing up, and that's why I do think it would be best if I just take a little step back, get off the internet, work on myself for a little bit, better myself as a person, start opening up and talk to some friends and family that I haven't spoken to about my own personal struggles and about the hurtful things that have been happening in my life, and just maybe go to therapy. I feel like that would be really beneficial, and I feel like that would allow me to come back and be the same Brandon aka Brawadis that you guys once loved and you guys loved watching growing up. That person's not gone. This new person that you've seen for the last couple of weeks, disrespectful and fighting and all that, that's not me. That's not me. That is not Brandon aka
Bro, that is you, and you already said that. You already said that.
Brawadis. That is a product of all the anger and hurt that I bottled in because of all the stuff I've been going through mentally. That's been a product of that. I've been lashing out. I've been releasing my bad energy onto other people. But that's not me. You guys know me, bro. You guys know me. You guys know the real Brandon, aka Brawadis. You guys know the happy, smiling, laughing, always good energy, always making jokes. That's me. He's still here somewhere. I just gotta find it again, bro. I just gotta find that person again so I can be that person for you guys. And I feel like this break will really help me be.
I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like Bosley is shaking his head right now, chat. Bosley's really upset at fucking Brandon, dude.
That person again. I feel like this break will really help me better myself. Taking a step away from the internet, it will really allow me to just reflect on some of the mistakes that I made and make sure that I don't make those same mistakes again and not make the same dumb choices that I've been making recently. And like I said, it won't be a long break, but it will definitely be a break needed for me to get help. And I promise when I come back from this break, I will be the same good Brandon, aka Brawadis, that you guys all loved growing up watching. I promise that. And you guys will love that. And I will love that too. I'll just be happier as a person. And I think I need a little break. I'm gonna spend a lot of time with my brother, FaZe Rug, Mama Rug, and Papa Rug throughout this little break. I'm gonna spend a lot of time with my friends. I might go to Arizona to visit Dennis. And I just really hope that you guys aren't mad at me for taking this break.
Don't fucking come here.
And I hope you guys are not upset with me. It's just something that I need to clear my mental. I feel like we all need a little bit of time sometimes when you're upset and struggling mentally and you're depressed. I feel like we all need a little bit of time to just step back and just find yourself again and work on yourself. And I feel like that will be very good for me, honestly. With all that being said, it's time to close this video out. Once again, I'm very sorry for the way I've acted recently. I apologize. I take accountability for my wrongdoings and my wrong actions, and I'm very sorry. I love you guys. My true supporters who didn't unsubscribe or didn't unfollow and are still rocking with me because you guys trust that the old good Brandon is still in here somewhere. I appreciate you guys for sticking with me through this rough patch, because us as humans, we all have rough patches, and some people leave your life when you're dealing with a rough patch. If you guys have left me because of some of my disrespectful actions recently, I can't blame you. But for the people who have stuck with me and trusted that I'm gonna get better and trusted that I'm gonna grow as a person, I love you guys so much, and I promise I won't let you down. I promise after this break, for all you guys who have stuck with me and all my supporters who didn't leave my side throughout some of the bad choices I made recently, I will come back stronger and as a better person for you guys, because you guys trusted in me. I love you guys, and I promise when I come back from this break, it's gonna be a whole new person. I have a special type of love for all you guys who try to see through the bad and try to see through my ugly and are patient with me and are going to give me a chance to change, are going to give me a chance to grow. I have a special type of love for you supporters that, I may have made a mistake, I may have did something wrong, but you guys didn't give up on me. You guys didn't unfollow me. You didn't unsubscribe. You didn't start hating me. Yeah, you guys might have been upset with me. Yes, you guys might have disagreed with my actions, which is understandable, but you guys didn't flip on me. You guys didn't hate me. You guys still support me, and you guys are going to allow me to take this break and show my change. Give me a chance to change. Give me a chance to grow. Because there's a lot of people that flat out hate me now, and they will never support me again. But if you're one of those people who are giving me this second chance, and you're going to allow me to grow and change, and you're going to see a different Brandon, I love you guys for real. I love you guys for real. That's going to close out today's video. Other than that, it has been your boy Brandon, aka Brawadis. I love you guys all for real. I love you guys all, and I'm out. Peace.
You said that already. Shut up, though. The worst apology video ever, dude. The worst. Yeah, dude, Danny on trigger. I'm sorry, man. If I had to see it, y'all had to see it too. Just keeping it real, dude. Just keeping it 100. Hold on. Yeah, like I said, worst fucking apology ever, dude. Anyways.